Guys, this is the entrance to the place we're staying at. I just wanted to show you guys what the front looked like. Places get pretty beat up on the outside in Japan, but once you walk inside, man, it's really nice. So I just gotta wait for everybody to pass through, and then I'm here to show you going inside what it looks like. You can see they put a lot of love into this, doing the rocks, and I like the way they did everything here. So let me show you what it looks like up in here. So you know, going in and see. This is what it looks like right here. So see how they got the flowers all set up, everything set up. It's kind of nice. Big dishes right here. As you can see. And normally what they would do too is they actually have your name somewhere. So that's what it looks like inside as you walk in. You see the front? That's right there. This one's. What's up, everybody? This is BSP here at Yunohana Onsen Tatsunoyu up here in beautiful Yamagata prefecture. We are now back in Yamagata as we make our trek back home. Tonight we'll be staying over at Tsuruoka Onsen in Niigata prefecture as we get closer to home, and then we'll be home tomorrow sometime. It's raining out, guys. It's so beautiful here, man. This is a beautiful place. We got here late last night, about 9. We were kind of like, oh, we wish we got here earlier because it really is a nice place to be. We got in the hot tub areas twice. I've already did a video showing you what part of it looks like. I couldn't do more because I didn't want to take a chance on people coming in. I got lucky to get that little 25 seconds worth of video that I got. But right now I'm over here just enjoying me a nice hot cup of coffee after having breakfast. Your brother's relaxing here, man. This is chilled. Everybody's getting ready in the room. I said, cool, I can do a little video and y'all go up there and get ready. So I'm all set. We gotta check out here in a little bit over an hour. And then we're gonna head over to, we're in a place called Tsuruoka City here in Yamagata Prefecture. Right on the water, man, actually. So I'm not sure what direction the water is right from where I'm sitting right now, but the water is definitely around us. The Sea of Japan is right out there. And it was a tight drive coming in, a lot of curves, a lot of small streets, but the Land Cruiser got through, man, no problem, because I'm used to driving in Japan. So you can see here, it's raining out. It was raining when we were outside in the hot tub, and it was nice, man, having the rain come down. I even got in the cold tub, and just sat in there for a few minutes, man. And like I said, they had 7 different hot areas, tub areas you could sit into. There was even the one where the water was coming out and from the top, and I sat there and let it just run down my head and my whole body, man, and just sat in. And it's just a nice, relaxing place to be. And this is what you do, guys, when you live in Japan. You have to get away and you have to come out and you have to enjoy this beautiful scenery out here and get some good food and just have a nice time. But I do want to talk a little bit about the food part of it. We were talking this morning about how things have changed. So, and even I notice it now. So when I first stayed in an onsen, my first time staying at a hot spring was in a place called Wakayama Prefecture, and I don't even know the name of the place. I got a few pictures. I guess off digital. So I have to look back and see if I can find a name. I forgot. I know we got in the boat. We went in the river. It was a company trip. It was an annual company trip, and I remember because I was hanging out with this 18-year-old Australian guy. I guess he was on what they call working vacation. I guess working holiday. Got that with Japan has an agreement with England and Australia, and I think New Zealand too. And so we hooked up, man. This company, and we were all just hanging out, having a good time. That was my first time. But what I'm getting, and then the next time I was staying at a place in Nikko, up in Nikko, which was nice. Nikko's a nice place, guys. Up in Tochigi Prefecture, and then after that, I started going a lot more. When I met my wife, that's when her father took me to this place called Fujisawa in Agano City, which is right on the river, and that was my really nice time. I was sitting outside and it was snow. I remember sitting on right outside my, because I was hot. I was getting out of the hot tub, sitting on the side, and the snow was right there. It was so beautiful. And there was a railway right across the river, because from the river there was a railway going, the trains riding past. It was just a beautiful place, man. Then we went to the Gin place, but they closed that down up in Miyoko where we live now. And ever since then, we just been to so many. Since we moved to Japan, we've been to so many onsen, man. We just been to so many places. But what I noticed, and I'm gonna say this, noticed this change right after I moved back to Japan, is that, well, I take that back, because last year we were in Yahiko with the family. People came from all over, man, Tokyo, Ibaraki Prefecture, and Niigata, and we did our annual deal up at Yahiko in his onsen, and they gave us special teishoku dishes. But that was the last time that I actually had a special teishoku dish, and I think that you can still get those made if you have a group with you, and you make an arrangement. But now, when you go to most onsens in Japan, they're just gonna have a buffet set up for you. Yeah, dinner or breakfast buffet. And there's not a lot of food. I'll give you an example. I couldn't show it because I was eating, but this morning I had some sliced ham, some little baby sausages, a couple of such pieces of that. You got your Japanese food too, like your, your rolled cut egg, your ume. Of course you got your rice, which I don't eat rice much. I did eat a little bit more rice than I usually eat on this trip. I usually eat again my rice, but I just didn't want to mess my family up with anything, so I said, okay, what the hell. But this rice is just basically just burns in the sugar in your body, man. It's not really good for you if you don't have to worry about being diabetic or whatever. I don't have diabetes, but I just kind of don't want to put that sugar in my body. But anyway, yeah, so that's what they're doing now. They're doing just basically a buffet, and like yesterday we stayed when we were in Akita Prefecture. The breakfast cost my daughter 4,500 yen, because I guess my wife went through this app and they didn't put my daughter on here, and they forgot, so she had to pay separately. And my daughter only probably had like a cup of pumpkin soup and maybe some rice and a little bit of juice, and that was it, man. So that wasn't a really good deal, because in Japan you can eat a lot for 4,500 yen. So, and they didn't have a lot of choices. So I just want to let you guys know that when you're staying in an onsen, if you want to eat good, then, I mean, look, I still think it's worth the experience to have breakfast at the onsen. And the reason why I say that, because you save time. You get up in the morning. Like I got up this morning early, about 6:45, and I went and got back into the hot tubs again. Showered up again, got in the hot tub again, because it was so relaxing. And so that means I get in there twice. If you get here earlier, like if I got here like today, the onsen we're gonna go to in Niigata, we're gonna get there earlier. We told ourselves we didn't get here late, and we get there, and what you do is you get there in the afternoon, you check in about after 3. You usually check in at 3, and then you go to your room and you jump in the onsen hot tub, and then you meet back at the room, and then you know what time dinner is if you got dinner reserved. And then you pretty much mill around town, you walk around town in your yukata. And trust me, sometimes I wear my yukata, I don't have my underwear on, I just throw my yukata on, make sure it's tied right, and walk around town, because I'm gonna know I'm gonna get back in the hot tub. And so there's all kind of things you can do. Just make sure you cover your shit up. And then, so anyway, you do that, you walk around, you take pictures, you see the beautiful scenery. It depends on the onsen you're at. It's really nice walking around. In fact, I'm gonna walk out here and show you what the rest of this place looks like after I finish this coffee. This place I'm at, man, you can tell they put a lot of love in there. This is family owned, and with 100% Japanese staff, probably all family members. Some of the ryokan, you'll see foreigners working at them, depending on where you are. So there's nothing wrong with foreigners working there, but I myself want to be as authentic as I can possibly get. And I've noticed that my experience when it's all Japanese staff, it's really nice. Really nice. Now let me, I always do this if I can remember it, to give you some etiquette on when you are at an onsen, first of all, you want to be quiet, which is why I'm not talking loud at all. In fact, when I go back in here, I'm going to be really, really quiet because people are walking around and I don't want to disturb anybody, but I do want you to see what this wonderful place looks like. So if I can come inside here, oh, here we go. So as I go back, oh yeah, I want to walk over here for you. I want you to see this part right here for a minute before I go back in. So, you know, in Japan, they do a lot of things with nature. And as you can see here, how they got this all set up with the gravel and how they moved around. And then these are like old things from like roofs in the past. They didn't throw it away. They basically just put something together and made it nice. They put a lot of love. You can tell they put a lot of love into this hot spring here. They put a lot of love into this. It's really nice, man. When you're walking around, I'm going to show you guys as much as I can. So you come in, you come back in here, and there's where you eat. Like there's where you have meals at right there. You just give me an idea. So this is what some of it looks like. But this is basically when they have the restaurant set up. So I didn't see all this morning. That's the restaurant setups. So let's go this way. First I'm gonna put this. I'll wait for people to pass by. So you see like little crap under the steps, man. That they just added a lot of things. Hey, I got this plant at home. Yeah, I got this plant at the house. This is really nice. I love plants, and I gotta make sure that I water it right. Does this have a lot of water? Yeah, this does. So I'm gonna make sure that I water mine. It's really nice. So let me go back here and show you guys what this looks like. This is coming from the dining room. Look at all the work they put into this place. It's beautiful, guys. It's beautiful how the work that they put into it. I can't stress it enough. You see all the different things. Somebody's coming, so I'm gonna turn around for a minute. Okay, and then so you can go see all the work they put in, how they do the plants, man. Just the way it looks is just awesome. Right here is like, I took some pictures earlier. This is what they call an ashiyu, where you just put your feet in on the warm spring, the hot spring. Yes, hot spring water for your feet, man. When you want to chill. My son and I were there earlier, and as you come over here, I showed you, I'm gonna have it on video, but they have some, you can actually drink the water from the hot spring. Yeah, they have them in certain special places. That's a hot spring water right there you can drink. You can get cold water right there. And I'm gonna, so I just reminded myself. So let me tell you, I'm gonna sit down here for a minute so you can hear the water in the background as I talk, because this sounds really nice. So, guys, so etiquette. So when you, okay, let me show you where it's at. So you see, you can probably still hear the water. Right over there is where you come get into the hot tubs, right? So you see the one, red is for women and blue is for the men. See, so they have them both sides, right? They're probably, sometimes they're exactly the same, but they just kind of half it. Sometimes they're different. But the way it works is that you go in, and in certain places you take your slippers off and you open up these cabinets, you slide them open and you put your slippers in. And then you got tags in your room that you can affix to your slippers. So basically you put your slippers together, then you put the tag on it, you clip the tag onto it. That way you know that it's yours when you come back out, because they all look the same. Okay, so you go in, and then you see these baskets up, and you take all your stuff off, and you put it in the basket. Now, what I recommend that you do is I recommend that you, when you're in your room, you take all your clothes off and you put on, because when you come in, before you go into your room, they're gonna have a place where you can pick up your size of your yukata, and they will have your size, because they have my size. And I'm a tall guy, I'm 6 foot, so they didn't have you 6'5", they got them too. So you pick those up and you take them to your room, and then your mawashi is in your room already, so that's the one you use to tie around your yukata. So you take off your clothes. You put your underwear or your clothes, whatever, in the dirty clothes bag that you might have brought with you, that you should be bringing with you anyway. And then you put your yukata on, You can leave your underwear in the room if you clean underwear in the room. You don't need to bring it with you. But you want to bring your shaving thing. Some onsens will have shaving razors and cream and whatnot, and some don't. I always bring my own shit. And then you take it there, and then you go and you get in. You walk out of your room. You got your key with you, and you walk into, like I said, that area. They'll always have signs of where it's at. And you take your slippers off, and then you walk in. As soon as you open the doors, you're gonna see a bunch of naked guys or women, depending on if you're a female, if you're a lady, I mean. And you want to see a bunch of people naked, like you, or you won't see anybody at all. You only see a few people. There'll be baskets. You take your stuff off, you put it in the basket. Then to the left or right of the basket, depending on how they got it set up, you're gonna have these key rings that you can kind of wrap around your wrist. You know, the little phone cord thing you can put around your wrist where it won't go off. You can put your secured items like your room key, and if you got like me. Oh, by the way, take off your gold chains. Take off your gold. Do not wear your gold in the onsen. The only one you can really wear is your wedding band. That's it. But take it, especially if you have like gold flake stuff. You know how you get that silver and then you have it dipped in gold. It will change because the sulfur different depending on the onsen. The sulfur will eat through that. So you want to make sure you take that off. Put it in the secure locker, and then you just kind of. Now you're gonna have two towels because you have towels in your room. By the way, bring your towels. You have a small white towel which will be in plastic, and you have the big long towel that you use to dry yourself off. The small white towel you carry with you after you take your cut off and put in the basket and you wash your big towel. Take the small white towel after you secure your items and bring your shaving kit. If you're gonna, like I said, bring your razors. You will have a place to kind of lay that down while you're in the tub. You'll be okay. You take that into the next room, and then you'll see like areas where you can sit down on a little seat with a hole in it, and you can shower yourself off, wash yourself, shave in the mirror. They always have mirrors to shave. What I recommend you do is before you sit down, you take you shower and you wash off the seat and the bowls that you're going to use. I use the bowl for shaving. So basically what I do is they're going to have it to where you can have a shower and you push the button, the big spigot, and then the water will come on the bottom. And there are times so the water will stop running after a few seconds. And then you use that bowl to dip your razor in as you're shaving, whatever. When you're done shaving, you wash the bowl out completely. You clean the bowl out. You don't just leave your hair and shit sticking in the bowl. You clean it out. And then you know, of course, you shower yourself off. And then you got your little white rag that you brought with you. You want to kind of keep it dry if you can. Some people might like to use it to, it's okay, I've done it quite a bit of times where I would use the whole thing to wash myself down. You know, clean your ass real good or whatnot, and then soap it off and wash it, rinse it out, and again, try to get as dry as you can get it, because when you get done with that, you stand up, you put that white, you fold up the towel, it's like a little hand towel really, but it's really good. And you put it on top of your head. If you wear glasses like me, you bring your glass case with you when you shave and whatnot, wash your face, then when you're done, you put your glasses. It's gonna be foggy, but you'll be able to see, you'll be fine. Then you put your glass case and your shaving stuff somewhere like where you can recognize. Nobody's gonna steal it, trust me. And then you go and you look and see what tub you want to get in. Now, most places will only usually have like one big hot tub inside where the hot spring is flowing into, and then one outside. But you know, some places will have a cold tub too. So you can get into the cold tub if you can stand it. It's usually about 27 degrees Celsius. It's like getting in the swimming pool. You get in, you dip your feet in, you don't just jump in, you get your body in slowly, then you sit in and you get used to it, your body will be all right. You get in there, and then you sit in there for a few minutes, or however you feel like it. Then you get out, and then you go dip into the hot tub. And when you get in the hot tub, you want to get in there slowly. You don't want to just jump in. Me, I'm experienced, man. I know pretty much how hot it is by the time I step in, because I'm so used to it. I got a hot tub at home that we put hot water in the wintertime. We don't usually do it in the summertime. But in the onsen, you know, I get in and I'm like, okay, I know how hot it is, and I just go ahead and dip my whole body in there and sit down all the way to my neck. And Every time you go in, you see people, you just always, if it's in the morning, you say, Ohio gozaimasu, and you say, konbanwa, konnichiwa. You always, even if they don't say that back to you, you always say, hello, bow, or you just bow to people. And then when you sit in, you don't want to swim in a fucking hot tub. That's not a fucking pool. You don't want to be floating and doing all these doing animal moves. You sit your ass down, and then you sit down, and then you know, relax. Ohayou gozaimasu. And you sit down, you relax, and you don't worry about anybody. It's gonna be nice, trust me, it's really nice. You're gonna feel good. Then, after a few minutes, because you don't want to stay in the bath that long, it's not good to stay in the bath too long because your body's gonna be dehydrated. You get up. If it feels really warm, you just sit up. And then you always have these like step kind of areas so you can sit up a little bit higher to where only your legs are in the water, like your waist down in the water. You kind of chill. And then if you want to go outside, you step up and then you go to the one outside. And you sit down in there. And you do the same thing. You see people before you get in. Oh, hey, konnichiwa. Sometimes I'll have a conversation with people and whatnot. And you sit there for a few minutes, you know, you breathe, you meditate, or whatever you want to do. Sometimes people put their heads back and they put their head on the towel, whatever, and they just kind of close their eyes for a minute. Don't fall asleep in the hot tub. Trust me, do not do that. And then you get out. You, like me, I'll get out and then I'll be like, I want to sit in the chair. Some places will have like a separate chair. You can look outside of the view. Like, you know, I showed you that one video that I did when we stayed up in Niigata. That was nice. Remember that view I showed you how the infinity hot tub looked? So that's one. So that was a nice place. And then you just kind of chill. Now this place that we're staying at here actually had 7 hot tubs. They had 3 outside, plus the cold tub. And so what I did was, Ohayou gozaimasu. So what I did was, I went into the tubs, and then when you come back in, you got 4 other areas you can do the hot thing too. So we got 2 hot tubs, and you got 2 smaller ones. Like I said, we got the hot water coming out of this. I'm gonna go outside because now it's. So go and show you guys where everything's at over here. So that's how it works when you get into a hot tub there. And I'm just doing this because I just don't want you to get embarrassed. When you get here, trust me, you need to understand the etiquette. You also need to be real quiet and respectful of others. Japan is all about respecting others and about being concerned about other people, because we are all one, but we are just individuals in this world because we need to experience what it feels like to be an individual. But when you die and you leave this world, you're gonna be one again. And that's the beautiful thing I love about being in Japan is I already feel like I'm part of the group. I mean, I'm with everyone. You know what I mean? Wade is what we use in Japan. So I just wanted to bring that up. So as you can see right now, they're cleaning now. I'm walking up to the front of the entrance. This was all dark because we got in late last night, so they had all the lights turned off, and it was surreal. But look at this view right here. I just wanted to show you guys what this looks like here. So if you can see, people have all kind of places to sit down and relax, and you can read and whatnot. And it's like if you get here early, like we're gonna get to our next onsen, we're just gonna chill after we take it on. I know me. I'm gonna have a spot so I can show you guys what's going on. And look at the beautiful things that they set up here, the beautiful views. I really like this over here. I love the nature that they did it. This right here is a storage house. You can tell because it's white. That's how they did the storage houses in the past. And as you can see, you got newspapers to read, and then there's always an omiyage store. Yeah, so you got omiyage, and you have plenty of place for people to sit down. It's a really nice setup, guys. Really nice setup. I'm gonna go outside and just a little bit. I'm gonna show. Maybe I can't because I got the slippers on. So that's the entrance right there, and then you got the front desk over there too. But this is really nice, guys. And right here, you always have like pamphlets and whatnot. So you have to. Ohayou gozaimasu. This thing right here, this is up at Echigo Yuzawa. I don't know where this is at here. This looks like looks different from the one I saw at Echigo Yuzawa. But you got all kind of stuff right here, so you can pick out. So, and then you're gonna hear the music and whatnot, and they show you that there's a gallery right here, and you know, origami kobo, and it's just a really nice setup, guys. Really nice setup. You see somebody over there doing some things, and then I guess there's like another. Oh, look, there is another place. You can kind of walk out here. So if I go, it's all open. Cool. So we're gonna take these off. I can walk out here. I didn't even have them come out like this. Ooh, kind of slippery a little bit, so you gotta be careful when you put your slippers on. And as I walk over here, I kind of see there's a parking lot out there. As I walk over here, you see like in the little garden area. It's really nice, guys. Really nice out here. I'm actually glad that I'm showing you guys all this footage out here because I never really was able to do this. Wow, look at this place, guys. Wow. This is really nice so people can see. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I just got hit with a spider web and just bounced it off. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Wow. It's beautiful, guys. It's really nice. I'm not going to talk. I just want to walk in here and show you guys what's going on if I can. This is so pretty, man. This is so pretty. And this is what it looks like on the other side. When you come to Japan and you get to really get into Japanese culture and get into Japan, you're gonna feel amazing. You're gonna feel like, wow, I never knew this was like this. This is the real Japan. I want to see if I can go inside without bothering anybody. So guys, I'm in here now. And I'm just gonna be quiet, but I just asked the guy if I can take pictures, and he said yes. So I'm just gonna walk around so you can see it. Guys, this is the rear view here in the onsen. You have 3 places to sit out there and 2 inside. It's crazy, guys. It's so crazy. This is beautiful. It's one of the best onsens I've been to. Relaxing. You even have a cold tub around the corner too. It's really nice, guys. Really nice.